Hello friends, it's Galina for Studio Katia. Thank you for joining me. For today's card, I'm going to use a fun technique with one layer coloring. It's perfect for large or detailed images. I'm going to start with creating a card background. I separated dies from SCALLOP hardcover die and I will use only a SCALLOP frame. I'm going to cut out two panels with this die. I run it through my die cutting machine 2 times and I'm going to turn the white card background into a panel. Using a scissors and a craft knife, I cut out the scallop edge from the white panel and I can keep this white frame for another project. Now I have a perfect matched panel for my card background. Next, I'm going to create a floral pattern on the card panel. I'm using one floral border stamp from the Peony TRIMMINGS stamp set, and you can combine both floral borders on your card or create a full card background, but I'm going to show you a pattern only with one stamp. I place the Peony TRIMMINGS stamp on the lid of my stamping tool and I'm applying black memento ink on it. I press the lid with the stamp on the white panel, and then I'm going to leave the stamp as it is on the lid. And I'm rotating the white panel only. Again, I'm inking the stamp with black memento ink and I'm stamping one more floral image on the panel. Next, I'm going to color the whole panel with alcohol markers. I don't make any shading or detailed coloring. I simply picked 4 different shades of blue color and I will color each petal on the flowers with one marker only. And I'm going to add more interest on the flowers by combining light and dark colors on them. If you don't have a lot of different shades of one color, you can still use this technique for coloring. But you will need at least one light and one dark marker. To create a medium color on the petal, simply color over it with several layers of the light shade. And I'm coloring leaves in the same way, one green shade for one leaf. You can leave the panel as it is with a white background, but I want to create an effect when it seems you color the flowers on the dark cardstock. That's why I'm going to fill all white gaps with a red color. For the small details, I'm using a fine tip of the marker, and for coloring a big surfaces, I'm going to use other large tip. To create a solid look of the red card panel, I'm going to apply 2 red layers on it. After I finished my coloring, I'm going to cut out a first part of the sentiment. I'm using chunky alphabet die set and a white glitter cardstock. I run them through my die cutting machine and I get a custom-made sentiment. The second part of the sentiment I'm going to hit emboss directly on the panel. I'm using a stamp from Peony TRIMMINGS stamp set and I'm going to stamp it with Versamark ink. I mask a part of the stamp to create an embossed sentiment without word U. I'm covering the sentiment with the white embossing powder and I heat it with my heat gun. Next, I foam mount all the die cuts over the white sentiment. I used a tiny self-adhesive foam squares just to add a more dimension on the card. After that, I foam mount the card panel onto the card background using white foam tape from Studio Katia. The red card background creates a nice scallop border around the colored panel. And to embellish my card, I'm adding few transparent crystals. I'm adhering them with strong liquid glue from Studio Katia. And also I added a small details on the petals with a white gel pen. And here is my finished card background. I'm going to add a red card base on the back of it, and the card base will be a little bit smaller than card background. And in this way I will create a beautiful shaped card. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Full supply list you can find in the video description below. And if you like this video, please press thumbs up and I will see you in 1 week. Bye!